Welcome back to Run Faster. We just wanted to take a minute to jump online real quick and throw out a video. Peter's been dealing with an injury and he kind of needs to figure his shit out.
It's true, I do. So we talked to you about Todd's story with the injury. Let's talk about a little bit what happened with me. I can actually pinpoint exactly when it happened. It's when we were in that heavy hill phase, hill after hill after hill. And so I really felt that wearing down my butt muscles. Mm-hmm. And it's obviously when your butt muscles can't support you, your knee tends to crash in, and it started wearing on the inside. I wasn't tracking correctly, so.
Exactly. And it's the minor butt muscles, the gluteus medius and the gluteus minimus, that actually are the main functional muscles in keeping your body more healthy in the lower limb region. So that's where people do experience a lot of knee issues, a lot of Achilles problems, and you've got one going on now. So why don't you walk us through exactly how you've been progressing since then?
But basically what I've kind of been trying to do is feel out my body, and it's really hard when you're injured to not run, because that's what we want to do. We want to be out there enjoying the runs. But so what I've been doing instead of is supplementing a lot with doing elliptical, swimming when I can, mm-hmm. and then just every once in a while hitting the pavement for short amounts just to kind of see where my knee is at, and then really listening to my body and say, is it going to fire back up again? Is it 100%? If I start to feel anything, then I just go back to cross training.
Now, what happens if during the recovery process things aren't tracking like you thought they were?
It's kind of tough to tell if it's going to be a permanent or a long-term injury or a short-term injury, if it's something that's going to snap back. And if you feel like your body's not making those gains, sometimes you do have to just completely shut things down and let your body fully recover, which is that's the period that I'm in right now. I've taken about 4 days off, and then I took 1 day, I just went on a bike ride yesterday. It was a pretty easy bike ride just to kind of get the calories burnt, basically. So taking some time to just completely shut down my body, and then slowly I'll keep my aerobic stuff on the cross training, my heavy volume stuff, and then I'll just start to reintroduce that running when I can in short bits.
You really need to be mindful and be listening attentively to your body about what it actually wants. So Peter was trying to develop it back to a running state, and then his body said, actually, you know what, I'm still not 100%. And then Peter, I think, has done the wise thing there and listened to it and taking more or less a week off, which is a period he's coming towards the end of now, but hopefully his body will recover, repair, and get strong enough so that he can start running again and get back in shape for Bloomsday.
Yeah, and guys, a week isn't going to be anything in terms of detriment to your fitness. And then especially when you come back, you don't need to be doing all your volume on running. You can do the cross-training things. So take care of your body first. You're not going to lose anything. It sucks, it's frustrating, and it's heartbreaking.
Towards no end, absolutely.
Yeah.
Now, especially during the springtime when the weather's starting to get a little bit nicer, you want to be on the trails and enjoying the beautiful weather. Fortunately, we're going through a bit of a cold snap, pre-spring weather.
Yeah.
Not referring it to as anything other than pre-spring because we're trying to focus on what's getting better here.
Positive thoughts.
You really got to be mindful of the body and pay attention to exactly what it wants.
And one thing that we do have to throw out there, if you end up getting up to the higher level, the more elite level where you have to make those gains, push your body really far, injury is inevitable.
We do a high impact sport, and it's really difficult to keep your body durable like you want to be all the time. So the recovery in between hard workouts, I think, is the most important thing to be taken out of.
Make sure you're getting your recovery as good and thoroughliness as possible.
Yeah, exactly.
Sleep.
I really need to work on my adjectives.
Yeah, yes, you do. So you need your sleep. That's really important. You need to focus on the types of foods you're eating, what foods are going to cause more inflammation, and what foods are actually going to help reduce that inflammation in your body. And you need to be focusing on total days off versus your days of heavy impact. And then when you do start getting these injuries, if this was me in my college days, I would have kept pushing through and gone for way too long. And then eventually I'd be out of shape and still need to recover. Right now I'm going on the early end, and so I'm still in pretty good shape, but I just need to make sure that my body's 100% before I jump back in.
Yeah, exactly. So taking a week off is not really going to do much damage at all. If anything, it helps your body absorb everything that, all that hard effort you've been putting into the training. And once your body actually does get back into running condition and is able to support you, I think you're going to be in good shape this season. So especially with Bloomsday coming up, I think, what do we got, 5 or 6 weeks now?
Yeah, closer to 5, maybe 4 or 5, yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching this time on Run Faster Media. Stay tuned for future videos. Like, subscribe, comment, follow us on Facebook for some stuff on how your race went at Carlsbad.
We'll be uploading that sometime in the early of next week. I took a bunch of video when I was down in Carlsbad, beautiful sunny northern county of San Diego. World's fastest 5,000 meter race on the roads.
Exciting.
But yeah, it was a great time down there, and that video should be coming out soon.
Sweet. See you next time, guys. What?
Bye.